on the drive up I-35 to Denton, Texas from Fort Worth. It's one of the SFL's biggest rivalries, and it's the 3-6 Fort Worth Toros against the 5-4 Lone Star Glory. Good evening and welcome to this Monday night special that does not have a current game to show you. I am Cameron Irvine, and joining us shortly will be Nelson Lozano and Ray Bentley, the hosts for tonight's Monday night special. It should be an absolute great one as we get ready to go here from Medal of Honor Field. And tonight, Lone Star wearing their Medal of Honor sets. In the military garb as we're ready to go here in prime time. 3-6 Fort Worth, 5-4 Lone Star tonight. We'll get you set for the coin toss and then send it over to our crew for this evening. Lone Star in a three-way tie with Mexico City and Houston in the lead for the South Division. Fort Worth is just 2 games back.
This is it. The visiting team will make the
Fort Worth selecting tails. They are in the all brighter gold tonight. Again, the military unis for Lone Star in the darker olive. Fort Worth wins the toss. They will elect to defer.
The visiting team.
And we're about set to get underway. Fort Worth and Lone Star coaches, my bad, forgot to tell you your playbooks are in and clean, and we are ready to rock tonight. Through the mayhem of the SFL Season 18, Ray Bentley, Nelson Lozano, the show is yours. Take it away.
SFL.
Oh my god. Take it away. I don't want to take it. I want to leave it right here.
Hello, everybody.
What's up? Hello, SFL.
Monday night special on Twitch CommunityCast. First time this is happening. Very excited, Ray, to be next to a legend, infamous, notorious Ray Bentley, who's done amazing on and off the field. It's amazing having you tonight.
I don't even know what to say to that, Nelson. I'm so humbled and honored to even begin because I have written absolutely no notes about you. So my brain is a complete tabula rasa at the moment. We've got a blank slate, but I'm looking forward to this game, a divisional matchup that I was told I had to be completely unbiased on. So I am rooting for both teams tonight, and starting off with a penalty, not looking too great, but we'll see how things go.
We'll see how the night go, right? Today we kind of talked about how this is a little bit different of a format, right? How will we be talking about the games and everything else? We'll fall into, of course, we'll have a lineup of games.
Well, before I answer that, Tyler, we got stats, right?
Their
We're doing
reactions
stats?
to the game.
I'm not used to talking to the stat
And
people.
so on and so forth.
as far
So this
as-
here will be a lot of fun, Ray.
Yeah, it's a little
We
different
talked
for me.
offline,
Just making sure
we
we're
talked
all
about how
rolling.
much fun this is going to be. So, go
Yeah,
ahead.
that's
Okay, there
we
we go.
mentioned kind of wanting to emulate the Manning cast a little bit, although I don't have nearly as much cool stuff in the background behind me, nor am I nearly as rich or celebrated.
I kept it at the white walls. Nobody can guess your net value with white walls. So, but yours, I see a little bit of biasness back there. We won't see who you play for or where your loyalty lies. But I know tonight will be an amazing game here with some of these wonderful uniforms that are specific to tonight.
Yeah, they're Medal of Honor uniforms specifically. I know we're number one playing in Medal of Honor Stadium, so that already is kind of doing it heads up, but tell me a little more about the Medal of Honor uniforms.
I don't really know too much about the Medal of Honor uniforms per se. We would definitely have a guest on tonight that I think we could be awesome to ask a little bit more around the uniforms,
Mhm.
what they mean, and what they mean to him, right? I would love to hear the backstories around these because we all know that Lone Star's colors are the traditional Texas colors, right? The red, white, and blue.
Mhm.
Super
Mhm.
Texas. And this here goes against the norm, being green uniforms overall. So I'm really excited tonight when we have our guest on to kind of speak about that. And it looks like there was almost a key play there where Lone Star could have picked up
That
that first
had
down
me
already. 2nd and 10 now.
gasping. That's I was going to mention that the Medal of Honor. There's 3 separate ones, if you'll believe it. There's one for the Army, one for the Navy, and one for the Air Force. And then there's also ones available for the Marine Corps and the Coast Guard, but they receive the Navy version of the Medal of Honor. So that's my little bit of knowledge there.
Hey, that little bit goes a long way, and I think we'll have Mr. Pearls of Wisdom maybe on a little bit shortly to give us more information when that comes up. But again, huge hit right there. Again, it looked like it was the
Mm.
safety who came down to knock that out of place. 3rd and 10, and this is going to be a big third down for Fort Worth. And this is we kind of talked a little bit with Cam earlier about how this Southwest Division is such a huge rivalry. If you can enlighten us a little bit
Mhm.
more,
Mhm.
Mr. Bentley, you being in that South Division, you could tell us better than anybody how exactly competitive this division is.
So we call it the Tex-Mex division, right? The official name is the Southern Division, but everyone kind of calls it the Tex-Mex division. And my kind of reasoning behind that is because, when you get really, really good Tex-Mex food, you've got a mixture of a lot of strong flavors going on there. You've got onion, you've got pepper, you've got garlic, you've got tomato, all the spices come into it. All the teams in our division are each one of those strong flavors, and each one has its own chance to shine. And even though I feel that cilantro is the best flavor and I love it, and all the others are, nowhere near as good, it's still wonderful to see them mix together every season and see what kind of dish comes out. I'm very hungry right now.
I can tell, right? And you know what? I'm as well. You and I will both be very hungry together. But I think again, huge movement by Lone Star so far. I mean, there was a couple plays that we had on screen going on while we were talking, and it looks like Lone Star is trying to get themselves early and into this ball game and take away with the win. So huge there. Now, Ray, when it comes down to that division, for the folks who don't know, what actually teams entail in that South Division?
So the teams right now that are in the South Division, Tex-Mex Division, are right now all tied for first place. We have the Lone Star Glory hosting the game tonight, which, again, great first down that they just picked up. They keep moving the chains tonight, and that's what they're going to need to do if they want to take control of the game and control of the division. This game will give them a 1-game lead over everyone else. We have my team, the Mexico City Aztecs. You can see my jersey kind of behind me there. We have the Houston Hyenas, which is a storied and respected team. And we have, of course, the Fort Worth Toros right here. So, again, this nice divisional matchup. And, that could have been a score right there. But it looks like, hold on a sec. I did actually put a stat sheet together before I was sent a stat sheet. So that was a tight end, Adam Williams. There we go. A little late on that, but I get it. One of these days.
Yeah. So again,
But
to kind of talk about, yeah. I'm sorry,
sorry,
Ray. There's a little bit of a delay, so if
wanted
sometimes,
to.
yeah, sometimes we jump. Yeah. Go ahead. You're all.
We'll figure it out
Go
the
ahead,
further
Ray.
into the game we get. Well,
Yeah,
I
the
wanted to
further we
say
get it.
that when you asked about the teams, I had actually looked up. That was a monster sack right there. I looked up at the right time, that's for sure. Jeff Duffy just absolutely taking it to Ace Fennick right there. So this is going to be a pretty big third down for Fort Worth and for Lone Star here. But I looked up the definitions of the team names because I really wanted to tap into like the psyche. And glory in the Webster dictionary is defined as praise, honor, or distinction extended by common consent. That's a touchdown right there. Congratulations to Lone Star getting on the board. Toro means bull. That's the definition of Toro. So I think it really helped, kind of tap me into the feeling of both of these teams.
Yeah, and to not be so punny, right? It looks like the Bulls were corralled in that time with the glory there. So again, often and early, and this is really cool, right? Because this is a different approach. This is a monumental night, almost like the Oscars last night was a monumental night for everybody. It's really cool because we're honestly able to react to the game. Yeah, I can't virtually slap you, right? We talked about how impactful that could have been, and how huge that is. And talking about slapping, Dion Hawkins comes up in the chat. Dion, I don't think we see yet on the screen. I think you'll be on there shortly. We were just talking about the monumental night of the Oscars last night. You just came in, popped in at the perfect moment. How you doing?
I'm good. How y'all boys doing?
We doing good, man. Watching Lone Star go ahead and take up a win already, up early.
For sure. Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, I didn't even know the Oscars was on until the slap heard around the world happened. So
at that point, do we need to have some kind of a slap in the SFL to? I mean, is that Nelson? Did you want to rush over to me? Do I need to insult your hair, or Dion? Is that something I can do with you, or?
Ray, go ahead. Let it go for all the men who have hair. I know the folks who do not have hair are ready to take shots at us like we are ready to take shots at folks with no hair. So
that hurts. So
I'm trying to hang on the line.
Completely ignore what you said. Dion, tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell us how you came into ownership in Tulsa, so I don't have to stand this indignity any longer.
Well, yeah, when I found the SFL, I knew right away that since ownership was actually a possibility, that was my goal. So, I knew that from day one. So I just did whatever I needed to and worked my way up through the ladder until it actually happened. So now I'm enjoying it. Well, I mean, except for the last 2 weeks, we got our ass blasted with no lube. But aside from that, I'm enjoying it. Oh yeah, I am gonna be the Marshawn Lynch of this Manning cast, so I apologize in advance for any or R-rated content that may come about.
It's okay.
You're the Marshawn Lynch,
anything goes.
I seem to remember a championship game that we were both in saying a little differently. To be fair, we didn't throw an interception to lose the game, unlike some other Marshawn Lynch championship games that I'm not going to get into. But
it's true.
Condolences for your losses. These
not one of my best memories. So thank you for bringing that up.
Looking at this game, so you guys don't go at each other, right? It looks like Fort Worth is trying to come back now. A huge third down play here for Fort Worth to continue on with the drive. And again, Lone Star coming out early this time around. They must know that Ray is on here today, and they want to say, "Hey, Mexico City, look out!" But Dion, what are your thoughts of these two organizations? Again, you've been around for a while. I would love to get into the player history with you as well, because you have a lot of that too. But what's your thoughts on these two organizations being outside of the South Division?
I mean, it's two great organizations. I mean, they're ran well. You can definitely tell the passion that they put into it, especially with Lone Star. I mean, how they incorporate everything with the military. So they're kind of, that sets them apart from other franchises where they're kind of looking for, if you have service, that kind of gives you a heads up and they want you to come into their fold and bring you in. And Fort Worth, ever since they got the bid, I mean, they have been basically bringing in people that can help them as far as they started slow and then got better and now kind of started slow this season, but you can tell that they've been putting in a lot of work and actually trying to make a push towards the end of the season. So I just want to know if they actually spoke about the uniforms. It's kind of a different hue. I don't know if they both wanted to go gold or if it was just a darker gold or if it was just a kind of a happy accident. I mean, I like the uniforms on each one.
Yeah, I think both are really interesting, and we're hoping to hear about the more information on the glory, since that one is completely left field. Like we were telling our audience, their typical colors are that red, blue, and white. Your traditional Texas. I mean, you go to Texas, man, that's everywhere. I think the only place you don't really see that as much is maybe Houston. But I could be biased just because I spent a lot of summers in Houston. But I mean, everywhere, man, it is that red, blue, and white galore. So I'm pretty sure the glory came along with that. No pun intended. If I use a lot of puns today, it just gonna happen. Nice play there.
That's as a dad.
Getting that first down.
Yeah, was that Ike McBride trucking somebody into the shadow realm? Because it looked like for a second. She's got dangerous shoulder.
She is slept on.
Even catching.
She be running fools over like it's nothing. Like McBride is slept on in that beat.
Yeah,
she definitely has come to be.
As one of her competitors, I must begrudgingly admit that you are correct. It's just, the interesting thing about our Tex-Mex division, speaking of, when Fort Worth was founded, was they were actually the very first winners of the Tex-Mex division, and the next season was the Mexico City Aztecs. And right now, Lone Star has a very real chance to take the lead in the division with a 6-4 record with a win tonight. So are we going to have 3 division champs in 3 seasons? Is this, a division that's truly this competitive? And don't count out Houston at this point either, who's right one game behind, or exactly there, 5-4 now, one behind yet. I shouldn't count out Fort Worth.
So
although that was a good force down once again.
I need to request to move to the Tex-Mex division. I got it. I'm gonna put that on my to-do list. Let Cam know I need to move down there.
That's
which we have
to give up. Nelson, you're not in the division. You're far removed.
I'm on the West Coast.
Does the Tex-Mex division have to give up to let Oklahoma in?
You know what? That's going to be really tough. I would say.
I know. I'm putting
Mexico.
This
on. Let's put Mexico City out, so you guys can come to the West, right? Because we all know Mexico owned all that West Coast at one time. And then have Dion go into the South, and he can go ahead and handle that. Because look, Dion, your history is in Houston. Am I not wrong? Did you have some time with Houston at one time? Am I correct?
Yeah, I played in Houston. That was my second stop. So yeah, I played under the mind. I was running back with them for a season down there. So yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're in the East. I mean, like a Midwest. I mean, Oklahoma East. That don't really make much sense to me, but I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, look, we can debate geography and stuff like that.
We're like the redheaded stepchild. Just put Tulsa somewhere. It doesn't matter where we go.
I mean, look, here's the thing. If we're debating geography and you're removing literally 50% of the Tex-Mex division from it, it's, you can't call it the Tex division because Oklahoma's in it. So it's...
Oh, the taco truck division. We got shit on taco truck everywhere.
Yeah,
it's trash anyway. We like the Mexican restaurants.
Dion, I do want to talk and ask how, again, your season, you did talk about the last 2 games kind of not, going the way you expected, as to quote you, no lube was applied in those sessions. But your season has turned around, right? I do want to give you praise compared to last season. There's a lot of grit in Tulsa. And, again, I do want to give you kudos to that. So, again, what's the difference this season around? What kind of changed for you, and what are some of the things that you learned from last season that helped you go into this season?
It's just my team as a whole. The guys and lady now that we have, they're just passionate. So, baby Sykes, he's showing me up. How can I ask me a question, baby? Anybody gonna give a damn what I say? Baby on board now. But I mean, it's kind
I'm so
of
sorry.
you good. Um, it's kind of.
But what a pick by Fort Worth.
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh,
I forgot it was actually a game plan. I'm sitting here looking at y'all on the baby, and I forgot we're actually supposed to be commentating an actual football game. But no, it's essentially just been a process. I mean, I guess I'm happy with the change that it's kind of a 2 or 3 year plan that we put in. Um, Little by little. Like we do a lot of scouting, prospects, and because before, as I've said this a few times, I didn't care if anyone talked at all, talk so long as they did their progression. But I kind of changed that over to wanting people who are more active, and so it's just the passion, and that makes you work hard as an owner, as a coordinator, trying to bring in guys and girls who love to be desperados and want to see us win. So, and before we'd be like, okay, we lost, we get it next time, but now we're like shit, like damn, we had that, and it sucks when you know that you have a good team, and then, as we know with the playbook, you can make 2 or 3 play changes, screw your whole playbook up. That could be the difference between winning by 10 or losing by 30, 1 or 2 plays, just based on
hmm.
um, trying to see scouting your opponent. But and we're just gonna keep moving up. We got some things in place that we're trying to set in place so to make us even better next season. But I mean, we're still in it right now. We lost the last 2 games. We're 5-5. We're third in our division. I think Atlanta was probably in front of us because of tiebreakers or whatever, strength of victory, whatever. I don't know. I'm not Cam. I don't do all the tiebreakers in math and shit. But our goal is to make the playoffs. I don't care if we're 12 seed, first seed, whatever. We just got to get in because that's the next step in our progression to progressively get better and better until we reach the mountaintop.
For sure, for sure. And
That's
I'm gonna say too, right? Fort Worth seems to be turning it around now. Defense made a huge stop
Hmm.
before Adam Leach, huge player, went ahead and gave this
ooh,
team an
ooh.
opportunity, and looks like now Fort Worth is trying to go downfield
That was a
and answer
spicy
back.
throw
And there's a
downfield.
huge play right there. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
Mike
sure that was Robert
Twinsker's
Garrett.
really
Oh, Mike Twinscrew.
no,
Okay, yeah, Mike
no,
Twinscrew.
yeah.
Oh, nice. See, I'm
That was
delayed or
and,
something. I
and
just saw
again
that, so dropped it right in the bucket.
I as I do live in the future. If you're in
So huge.
Oklahoma, I'm on the East Coast, and I think that's at least an hour ahead. And again, I do apologize for Baby Cam interrupting your story.
Oh,
Oh,
you good?
hello. Hi, how are you?
Which
This
my
is my
son
son,
was
and he's a goblin.
my
And
son
I'd
was up.
love
I put him
to
up.
introduce him to everyone. This is
Yeah,
Dorian,
I don't have no
everyone. And
son, but if my pit bull's around here, I'll lift her up one time and let everybody see my baby girl.
that's,
But
I
again,
do miss my dog. I gladly would have lifted him up on the screen, but he counts. No, but
yeah,
yeah, basically. Bye bye,
yeah.
Dorian.
Well,
Thanks for coming.
again, a Dorian sighting is always good, and I'm sure he'll be on tonight with us some more. And for everybody who's wondering, like, why is this such a different aspect and everything? Again, this is the Monday night special on Twitch, community cast. So again, you'll have Ray and myself here all night. We'll have guests like Dion pop in and out,
The
give
legend.
their viewpoints. And yeah, we'll have some legends, right? Yeah, definitely. There's some heavy hitters on this here. I don't want to share just in case there's some complications who the legends are, but we'll let them roll in and everybody can kind of see that there. So Dion, what are you expecting to
So,
see out of this game? So it's still early. So what are you expecting to see?
Man, I think it's gonna be a close game. Turnovers, I think, is gonna cause it. I mean, both do a pretty good job of moving the ball downfield consistently with the run game and short passing game, and especially with Williams. I'm excited to see what he gonna do this game. Is he gonna have a coming out party and rush for over 150, 200, just running fools over, or they just gonna dink and dunk it downfield? So that's the thing about the SFL. You never know what you're gonna get. You can look at a team the whole week, and then you come out that week and they completely different, running dump passes and swing passes, and you never know what you're gonna get. So this should be a great matchup. Oh, you open.
Yeah, it's
that's the
Uh,
beauty of
huge
the
play right there.
SFL.
yeah.
I'll
Everyone,
never
and we all
forget
know,
the season 12
everybody.
Pro Bowl.
Pro Bowl.
I had to, well, I shouldn't say I had to coach that game. I weaseled my way into coaching that game by changing my name to Pro Bowl coach Ray Bentley on April Fool's Day, and it worked. But I'll never forget after the kickoff, we lined up in Hail Mary formation with the best running back in the league at the time. So you have my eternal respect, Dion, for what you do. Because it's far beyond what my brain can handle. And ooh, that was a nice stop for Lone Star there, holding Jason Williams back behind the line. It looked like.
What's the over under for this
that
game?
was
Does
that was
anybody
a
know?
huge hit.
So we got 3rd and 3. Fort Worth's trying, but
60.
And
Okay,
Dion,
I'm going.
I know we're gonna have somebody else come up, but before we go, man, we want to thank you for being on tonight.
Thanks
With
for
the
having me.
first ever history,
Yeah.
right? You ain't had to slap nobody. All right, you were all good out here. But again,
Ain't
before
no
we let you
entanglements
go,
over here.
no entanglements, no jokes, no nothing, right? So before you go though, anything you'd like to say to everybody in the SFL watching tonight and all the audience?
No, I just thank you guys for having me. Thanks, Cam. And I know it might be. I want to see everybody at the convention, when and where it's happening. I want to see everybody's faces. If I can get married the day before and show up to the convention, whatever you got going on, literally the next day is gonna be my honeymoon, so I'm gonna
Huff
be there. So
down Toros.
I'll see y'all there.
All right. Well, Dion, thank you again for joining us, man. And look at that. You just gave some luck over to Jason Williams, who got the
Right?
score. So
I told you
big
that
ups
man a
to you,
beast.
man.
All right, later.
All right,
Jason
Dion.
Thrilliums.
Trillions coming in with the touchdown. Huge. And again, we got a tied up ball game early in the South. I'm telling you, Ray, it's really because you're watching right now that these guys are saying, I have to go ahead and show the best of the best that I can because Ray's watching.
I don't mean to put undue pressure on either of these teams at this point because I'm just here for a good time, much like everyone else. But if they must put on their absolute best, their Sunday finest, then please dazzle me. I'm here for it. It's
they gotta dazzle.
I'm looking
the Hall
forward
of Famer.
to now that we're second quarter. And the rule is to get in the Hall of Fame, you have to fight all of the other Hall of Famers in a no holds barred kind of cage match. Oh, speaking of Hall of Famers, here's a future Hall of Famer, if not one coming on the ballot sometime soon. This is Gunny from very own Team on the Field. How's it going, Gunny?
It's good. The Toros got the best of us on that interception in the red zone. It's a good game, like we spoke about earlier before the broadcast. This is what I expected in a South Division rivalry.
Well, definitely.
Now, earlier. Oh, sorry, Nelson. Oh my goodness, that I didn't mean to jinx it with talking the interception, but looks like Fort Worth just jumped up the score with that pick six right there.
Yeah, it looks like it was a fumble recovery that happened there, but
oh my gosh.
Yeah, fumble recovery seemed to get picked up and taken in by EK Vincent. So shout outs to the OG linebacker out there really making a play, picking up the ball. And I didn't catch who made the hit, Ray, but you can maybe share that with us. But Gunny, thank you again for joining us this evening, right? Creating history like you do, Mr. Pearl of Wisdom himself. How are you doing this evening? What are your expectations to come out of this game?
We need to restart this broadcast over. As soon as I got on, they scored.
Quick, get
off.
I'm not
really
off.
excited about my time on the air.
They're gonna come back for you, Gunny. Lone Star got your back as you got Lone Star.
It's going to be a high-scoring game. I believe each team's going to score at least 28 points plus today. It's going to be a shootout to the very end.
Yeah, most definitely.
And the thing is, oh my gosh, I have the superstition of if I watch a game and something bad happens, I immediately go, oh no, I can't watch this. So I empathetically am terribly sorry for the curse of the fumble tonight. Fingers crossed it won't happen again. Or you guys give the business to Fort Worth a little later and bring it back. But we were speaking about how earlier we were thinking this was going to be a very close game, and I was wondering if you heard my analogy earlier, Gunny, about the South Division and how we're kind of like a delicious Tex-Mex meal. And if you would agree with that, or if you have your own kind of spin on what it's like being in the South.
Oh no, I mean we're all from 3-6 to 4-5. I mean we're all 2 games away from each other with 4 games to go. I mean it's going to be anybody's title to get in the South Division.
That's I look forward to our rematch again towards the end of the season. That the first one was a barn burner. That was a game for the ages. So.
I'm hoping you return the favor and a victory at home.
Yeah, Gunny, I have a question for you, right? So we were talking about the uniforms, how they're significant today, but if you could kind of enlighten us about maybe the color schemes and some of the choices tonight, and why tonight was so impactful to choose these uniforms.
I'll answer both those questions. The green uniform is the olive drab color, which all military uniforms are worn. The stars just represent our country, the United States, and the black is for the POWs and MIAs from all the wars such as Vietnam, Korea, war in Afghanistan, Iraq, all those, the POWs is what the black is for.
That's
beautiful.
Thank you
great
for
honor.
That.
Yeah, it's a great honor. We wanted to really know exactly what it meant today, and I didn't want to share in case there's any complications who was going to jump on tonight, Mr. Pearls of Wisdom himself. And just like the name suggests, you knew exactly what was going on there. So we definitely do appreciate it as well.
Yeah, and the reason why we picked this weekend to wear these military alternate uniforms is on March 25th. It is celebrated March of Medal of Honor Day. It established in 1991 is when it first started, but the first Medal of Honor recipient was given in March 25th, 1963, right after the Great Locomotives Chase in Kennesaw, Georgia, where the first 6 members of Andrew Raiders were awarded the first Medals of Honor recipients. And there's been over 3,500 since then, the most recent being December of this past year.
Oh, wow.
And also we do have a strong military presence in our locker room. There are 7 of us that are currently military veterans. Myself, Dave Access, our owner, Charles Doherty, Nate Hall, Albert Begin, Freddie Trammell, and James Mateo. In all of our service, we've served between the years of 1978 to 2017.
Oh wow! Yeah,
wow.
That I didn't know how
thank
recent
you for
it
your
was
service.
too, all the way up to 2017. Yeah, thank you for everybody who served out there. We definitely do appreciate it to give us those abilities to have that freedom, right? So thank you, Gunny, again, and to everybody who's in that locker room of yours as well. Thank you to them. And if you guys saw it there, I didn't notice the play that this happened, but it looked like Greg Soto was out on an injury. Did anybody get to capture play that?
I saw the play, but unfortunately, it looked like he was injured as not a part of the play. It looked like there was a pass that might have been going towards him, but that was immediately, boinked and dropped. And because of that, action stayed right there on it. So I'm not sure. We might get an update a little later, letting us know he's coming back or what's going on. I will say Ace has been moving the chains down the field without the Cuban missile as a weapon right now. So it, might be the thing that turns it around for him. So we'll see how Lone Star responds.
We hope he's not injured. He was injured early in the game last week and never returned. So we're hoping a little better fate happens this week and he returns to score some points for us.
Fingers crossed. It's just I think it was Lamar Jackson who had to have a quick bathroom break. So it's not an injury, but he'll be off the field for a little bit. He'll be back. So.
Yeah, very curious to see what the coaches decide to go here, right? Again, is this going to change the strategy much, Gunny, for Lone Star? It looks like they're utilizing Ike a little bit more, which we spoke about a little bit earlier, how Ike is a very underrated back in this league. She has been a workhorse in Lone Star for, I think, since you guys have started, if I'm not mistaken, and she has done an amazing job really holding that backfield down for you guys.
Ike has done an amazing job ever since we got her in the supplemental draft of season 15. Yeah, she's been outstanding in the backfield.
That was another first down right there for y'all. Great catch by Ziggy.
Huge catch there, and getting them back into the red zone, which, again, Fort Worth having a great defensive performance, but when it comes down to it, now giving Lone Star an opportunity to tie this thing up. But this game has been exciting since the beginning, so it's really huge. So, Gunny, predictions, right? Pearls of wisdom, predictions. Since you're here, you might as well call it. What are you calling this game to be the final result? What is the score going to be?
James Troll's gonna walk it off with a field goal.
All right, you guys heard it here first.
But Ziggy and Deuce have really stepped up in Greg Soto's absence either last week and so far this game.
Yeah, it's huge. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, 2nd and goal here in the red zone. And for the folks that are joining us wondering what is going on tonight, today's commentary is all over the place. I see Ray Bentley's, amazing face. There's a Dorian sighting. Like, what's going on? Tonight is Monday night special on Twitch with the CommunityCast. That's why you see Gunny, the Pearl Wisdom himself, here tonight giving some commentary about the game, letting us know some of the backstories. And Dion as well, that was on earlier. And we're going to have a lineup of other guests as well tonight that are going to be joining us in and out of this this telecast. So, again, it's going to be very interesting. And a huge shot there, almost trying to get over to Dave Access. But, again, that Adam Leach being really pesky, not allowing that to happen.
I'd like to appreciate Adam Leach for dropping the ball.
That was 2 back-to-backs that could have been real dangerous there. But I will say with Ike McBride, I know that sometimes the game doesn't want to go for it, but man, I would just kind of see where it goes. I really think she'd be able to cross Hollywood Boulevard, as one of my favorite people once said many times. But hey, 3 points is points on the board. Now we got both teams with double-digit scores. A little less than 3 minutes remaining in the first half. This game's been kind of moving along pretty good, but both teams are moving the chains along pretty good. So I'm having a good time. How about you guys?
I'm having a great time as well. And, Gunny, I have a question for you. We were talking about, again, Tex-Mex and everything else. What is your favorite Tex-Mex dish? Are you located in Texas? I mean, you have almost as much pride as any Texan I know, but are you located in Texas? And if so, I mean, what is your favorite Tex-Mex dish?
I'm in Georgia, born and raised in Georgia, all 53 years. But, yeah, I do like me some Mexican food.
All right, what's your favorite Mexican plate? Let's go with that, because Georgia got a lot of Mexicans. I went to Atlanta to visit a family member of mine, and did not know how huge of a community that was out there. But tell us, what is your favorite Mexican dish?
I'm just going to throw it all together, the taco, burrito, enchilada, all mixed together.
I think that's combo number 8 at
yeah, it's
the
like combo 11 for me.
Those combination plays can definitely help you, especially if you have a very particular, like, if you're not sure what to eat, those will always get you out the way. So those are great.
And if you forget what you eat, just have a big margarita with it.
Hey, there you go. You will forget what you eat if that's the case.
I think you'll even forget to eat, depending on how many margaritas you have.
Looks like we are hitting a 2-minute warning here. We got, I knew it, cramps. Oh, I need to hit the lottery tonight.
Man, you called it. If we only have, I think if next time we ever do this, you need to have a board right here that you can just go ahead and put your scores and your predictions. And when they come up right, hey, the SFL does a lot of surveys. That might just be another one. Did Ray get it right tonight? Yes or no?
Call me now for your free reading.
They just did the Greg Soto report. Cramps may return.
Yep.
Those
Yeah,
cramps,
it's
man. Just give him a little bit of Gatorade.
it's looking good. I think he had a little bit of funky Tex-Mex food, but you know, that's the dangers of playing in this division. Sometimes you know, you bite the bar, and sometimes the bar bites you. Again, 4th and inches with this team. I understand the punting, but also, man, fake it. Come on.
Again, it is a smart strategy, though, right? If we just look at it, to push Lone Star as far back, Lone Star has definitely been getting the ball down, right? We have been seeing that. But to push them as far back as possible, and their defense has been playing pretty well to try to keep this score where it's at now. I guess they're just trying to bank on that opportunity to put them back and hopefully let the defense do what they got to do.
Well,
So, and again, it's It is great to see that this is a very close game. Only really determined 1-score game at the moment, right? So it's definitely huge. And I know Dion asked for the over and under. Do we have any of that information as of yet? You know, I'm not the biggest having that prepared. Gunny, do you happen to know what the over under is for this?
Don't have any
I do
of
not.
that yet. Dang it. Hopefully our next guest will be able to get that to us.
Okay, I think
it's,
yeah.
Oh no, I have no idea what this means. I'm not a gambling man. I'm more of a fool. So I don't understand what LSG minus 3.5 means at all. I think Lone Star is slated to win with above a 3.5 point spread.
That's correct.
There you go, Ray.
You nailed it, Ray.
Man. I'm 2 for 2 tonight.
I know, for real, man. You don't second guess yourself, man. You're getting them right. And a huge play over to Dave.
Get my wife back in here because I'm right for once, and I want somebody to see.
Go ahead, so you can tell her I was right for what. Right for twice. You got to tell her twice, not once. Twice.
We got 40 seconds on the clock, and Lone Star here is well into Fort Worth territory. I think, Guy, you being on has maybe proven to be a lot better in the end, because if you guys can score, you got the lead for the first time. Well, not for the first time, but taking it back at home. That's always a great thing.
Yeah, I want some points some points on the board.
Yeah, going out before the half, trying to keep it close as possible is going to be huge. Going there, and there was an opportunity there, just a good defensive play there to break that up. But there was an opportunity there, definitely.
You know, stopping the clock does give them time to reset, get their bearings straight, the heads on straight. And, you know, I feel like, again, I don't want to go 2 for 3, but I feel like we're going to see Lone Star in the end zone before these 25 seconds are up.
Ooh, huge play right there. That was a huge play, and that was a huge stop right there. And Dave Axis, the diva himself, just coming through in the last 20 seconds. It would be like him to just come in the last 20 seconds like a diva and just light it up like this.
You know, have we had a Diva of the Week as of late? Because it could be revived by the Diva himself. If not, here we go. At the 1 yard line, Ike is chomping at the bit here. Get in.
I would feed it Ike all 4 downs.
No!
Wow.
Oh no!
Leach again, just coming through with the dagger. This man, Jesus, he's really just trying to create a show. And again, you hate to see it in those moments, right? When it's that pressure. It just, again, had an opportunity and just, wow, can't believe it. Adam Leach coming through with a big play to pull the Toros up.
He was the one that didn't catch it the last time. So, oh man, what a play! What an amazing play, and what a painful one to watch on repeat as someone on a team that happens to throw a fair amount of pick sixes from time to time. I think we've been a lot better about it this season, but it does happen every now and then.
Yeah. So again, the game's not over. Still a half to play. Gunny, one score gets you a 17, and it only becomes a field goal from there. So there's a lot of life still going on from this here. But Gunny, before we go into the half, anything you'd like to say to the Lone Star fans? Give them a word of encouragement to let them know that it's not over yet.
I'm just going to give a shout out to 5 of our Medal of Honor recipients that most people might know have heard of. The movie Rambo was made after Ray Benitez. He was Medal of Honor in Vietnam. Alvin York, World War I. Papa Greg Boyington, Ace Fighter, Baba Black Sheep, U.S. Marine Corps. Audie Murphy, United States Army, World War II. And Desmond Doss, Hacksaw Ridge, World War II corpsman. Those are some of the shout-outs to some of our Medal of Honor recipients that we honor at the Lone Star Glory in Denton, Texas, when we wear these uniforms and when we wear the red, white, and blue as well.
Awesome. Thank you, Gunny. Again, man, we appreciate you joining us on this wonderful evening of community casting. And again, we'll be going into the half to see exactly what is the pep talk and what is the message that you guys are going to be talking about coming out. I'm very excited to see what you guys do in the second half. All right.
We got to slow down Adam Leach. He's killed both our drives inside the red zone.
Yeah, he's dangerous. And if I'm not mistaken, last season he was about doing the same thing there. But 21-10, not a ball game that is over yet. We talked about, yes, it's a 2-score game, but a touchdown and a field goal gets us in range. So very huge there. I know Cam is supposed to go ahead and come in and share with us some of the stats that are going on. And until then, Ray, your thoughts. How did you think the first half went?
Not at all like I expected, to be completely honest. I thought we would have a reverse of the scores that we're looking at, and I don't mean that as any insult to Fort Worth or anything. I just, Lone Star this season is our what I feel is Mexico's main divisional rival, and to see them down 11 points at home at the half is kind of stunning. Having said that, they are Lone Star. This is a team that, took us all the way up to overtime when we played them a few weeks back. And I do not doubt for a second that they're going to get right back in this game and make it shown why there's, are the glory, why it's a Medal of Honor field. So we'll see. Fingers crossed Soto will be back in the second half. The cramps have been, dealt with. But it's the SFL, and especially in the Southern Division, anything is possible. This is the wackiest division.
Yeah, and to speak about cramps, the man that never cramps, Cam Irvine, our commissioner. Cam, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, fellas.
Hey,
all right, on to you to the studio. Give us an update about this game.
Yeah, great first half. Crazy play there at the goal line. Give you some stat updates from everybody. Thank you to Tyler Falk and Zach Holdorf holding down the stats truck tonight. Ace Fennick, what a first half of production. 25 of 35 for 228 yards, 1 touchdown. But those 2 picks, both by Adam Leach, loom large. Ziggy Hronik with 6 catches for 51 yards. Actually led all receivers in terms of receptions. Dave Axis, 5 for 74. Williams, 4 for 75. Soto, 3 for 22. And Fennick, 2 for 30. 5 for 16 for Ike McBride. So really good production there. 6 carries, 33 yards for Ike McBride. Had a good first half. That long run of 17 was bruising. For Fort Worth, 10 of 12 for 87 yards. Now 11 of 13 for 92 yards for Johnny Reno. No touchdowns, no picks. Have kept things clean. Cade Stevens leads the way in the passing game, or in the receiving game, 3 catches, 30 yards. Stephen Hacker, 3 catches, 21 yards. 2 for 30 for Twin Screw, 2 for 11 for RG Jr. Jason Williams, 6 carries and 21 yards in a bit of a quiet first half. Golden Dino, 7 tackles and that 1 touchdown on the fumble return. Fort Worth's defense has 2 scores tonight. Aiden Davis has 6 tackles. Blake Prine has 6 tackles, and Albert Begin leads the way with 4. And just one more note, fellas, in that first half, Lone Star, 46 plays to Fort Worth's 23. They dominated time of possession, but those 2 interceptions, or those 2 turnovers returned for touchdowns really loom large. We'll send it back to you guys.
Thanks again, Ken. We appreciate it. And then we forgot to talk about Johnny Reno, Ray coming in as a rookie. He did amazing in Tacoma and coming through and really trying to keep his composure. I know a lot of the plays that came from defense this time around, but he's really, honestly, as a rookie, trying to protect as much as possible and not make any mistakes in turning the ball over. So, can't believe we forgot my man Reno. Shout outs to him. Shout outs to the Tacoma Grizzlies. But really huge play that's coming from Fort Worth. Not making it easy for Lone Star, not at all.
No, that's true, and again, shout out to Johnny Reno. We didn't mean to forget you at all. It looks like they weren't able to get much going on this first drive of the second half, but it feels like Lone Star's games came saying they were dominating time of possession. Just those 2 costly mistakes, and as a Butterfingers, I get it. We fumble. It happens. It's nobody should be taken to task for fumbling. This is, I believe in my heart, to be true. But I still believe this is anybody's game. I think we're going to have a very fun one in the second half here, knowing how Tex-Mex games always go. Who is this?
Looks like we have another Hall of Famer joining us so far. We'll wait until he gets a chance to get up here on the screen. And it looks like, again, Lone Star is going to definitely try to push downfield. I mean, I don't think Soto is going to come back as of yet. And it looks like the strategy has been so far going through the tight ends as well as Ike McBride to try to move the ball downfield. But, Ron, how's it going?
So, Ron, you're muted right now, I believe. I got to make sure to keep my sunglasses on while other Hall of Famers are here, because once again, it shines much brighter up here. Much, much brighter.
Yeah, while we wait, Ron, I think Ron is trying to work on unmuting himself. That was a huge play there to go strike downfield. And again, we've seen this all night, right? Lone Star gets themselves in position, right? And then they'll get down to that red zone, and Adam Leach, Dagger again, took it away a couple times now. And I'm loving the glasses, Ray, man. I didn't think I was going to be talking to Brett the Hitman Hart today. One.
Can you hear me now?
Hey, Ron, what's going on?
Hey, there
man?
we go.
Can hear you now.
How are you guys doing today? Doing very well, and you're
a heck of a game.
Yes, it's so far so good.
Yeah, Ron, thanks for joining us on this Monday night special.
No problem.
Ron, I got to ask you about that Hall of Fame. How's it feel to be in it? You got 3 championships, so there's no reason that it shouldn't be named after you. But what was it like to get inducted? Tell me about your Hall of Fame career a little bit.
It's all from Mighty. Mighty is the genius in this whole thing. I only give praise to him and all my other players that are around me.
Yeah, Ron, you've been doing it. Yeah, you've been doing this for a while now. So, and I'm pretty sure all the time you've been quarterback has been all with Florida, correct?
Yes. Well, Alaska and then Florida, which is same.
Which is same, but weather's not the same, right? We definitely know that. I'd rather take Florida instead of Alaska any day. But I heard Alaska in the summer is beautiful. Maybe you could tell me, Ron, if that's true from your experiences then.
It's daylight, pretty good all the time, and then 6 months out of the year it's dark.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine that. And again, Lone Star trying to go down, man. They're really trying to strike, but this defense is not giving any inch.
This is a stout Fort Worth Deef here, I think. Can I call him that, Deef? I'm gonna continue calling him that. It's a great Deef that they're putting on, and I'm impressed. But so, oh my goodness, I've forgotten my question again. It's you're too dazzling, Ron. It's too much. Having won one championship, the feeling is indescribable. What was it like to win 3? Not just 3 back to back to back. I mean, that's got to be unbelievable.
Oh, it's great. But like I say to everybody all the time, it's all Mighty. Mighty was putting everything together. Now we have a new head coach and offense and defensive coordinators that are doing a tremendous job. And we'll get back there.
Yeah, it's all love to Art Vanderlei.
Yeah, it's
as well. I know he's the head coach over there, and your OC as well. Ben Jackson is world renowned as well. The things he's done for the minors with the Annapolis Navigators, as well as what he's been doing in Florida. He's definitely taking those reins, as well as Art, and really putting a great showing down there in Florida. So I'm very happy to see Art's success down there as well as Ben. Now, Ron, you're watching this game, and as a Hall of Fame quarterback in this situation, what are you telling Lone Star if you were their quarterback at this time, being down, to Fort Worth at home? What are you telling your team right now as they're on the sideline?
One play at a time. Just one play at a time. Keep the ball to yourselves. One play at a time.
That was
wise words.
Almost an impressive pick 6 by Lone Star there as well. Which again, one play at a time. That's if that's how you play it, that's how you're gonna win.
Yeah, it's just like when we start each week. We're 1-0 every week.
Hey, there you go. That's the perfect philosophy. It's I do understand the idea of playing with a chip on your shoulder. We don't get enough respect and things like that, but I really like the idea of playing as, all right, we've got a win, let's keep it up. Even if you're coming off a week where you might not have done your best or even gotten a win, it's a great philosophy to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is. And we were asking our folks before, kind of some predictions. So what do you think at the end of the day this game may be? We still have one whole half to go, right? We're only a few minutes into the third. What are your predictions, Ron, on this game? Who are you seeing maybe taking this W? You seeing an upset coming through and Lone Star coming back and taking the win? Or are we thinking Fort Worth will keep their their foot on the gas and on their neck?
I think Fort Worth wins by 3.
Fort Worth by 3?
Yep.
Uh-oh. Second Dorian sighting of the night.
So we got a baby here. I will say it seems to be, my prediction was going to be a field goal game as well. So I think it's going to be a really close one.
Yeah.
Pardon me. And yeah, we've got a baby again.
Fort Worth
right
defense
here.
is playing very good.
So I have another Tex-Mex question for you, but it is not whatsoever football related. Top Tex-Mex dish. Give it to me. What's your fave?
Quesadilla.
Oh, now I gotta further
okay.
press. Chicken, steak, beef. What are we talking about here? Just cheese?
No, steak quesadilla.
My man. There we go. That's quesadilla is a solid choice. I think that's my wife's favorite. I know this bean boy is full of cheese and beans, so he would love it too.
Adorable.
Oh, thank you. He is the
I'll
worst.
tell you, quesadillas are the most popular, man. It's my wife. If we go anywhere, it's always got to get a quesadilla. Chicken. I know you're gonna ask Ray, right? With the Brett the Hitman Hart glasses you got on. Chicken is what she gets.
It's
But
again, too many Hall of Famers.
Gotta have that salsa with it too.
yeah, she
Yes.
actually, you know what? is very, very particular with her. She just has it plain Jane. But I definitely agree with you that having the fixins on the side, I like avocado, so that's a huge thing for me inside of my quesadilla. But
Yeah.
definitely some pico de gallo, a little here and there. It definitely is delicious from there.
Would you
And
all
again, look,
believe that I have an acquaintance that thinks chips and salsa at a Mexican restaurant is a waste of time because you fill up on that before you eat your meal? And it's one of the most mind-boggling opinions I've ever been subjected to in my life.
what's your thoughts about that, Ron? Do you think that's true? I do subscribe to that understanding of giving chips does allow you to eat, again, you're not maybe ordering as much, but I don't think that's true. I think it's just to start the appetite for you to be like, cool, I got some chips, and here maybe I might get another appetizer to hold myself down while including my appetizer. Who knows?
Well, me with the chips during, at the beginning, you can
Mm-hmm.
drink a little bit more beer.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're right.
They're neither is a necessarily bad thing or a waste or anything else. It's just an opinion I've come across in the wild, and I have to share it every time I think about it, especially again when we're discussing Tex-Mex meals, dishes, things like that. Speaking of dishes, we got once again Lone Star pressing down the field. Are they going to be able to capitalize on this, or are they going to have to settle for another field goal?
Yeah, it's definitely, and I'm pretty sure everybody saw my reaction. I was shaking my head on the last one with the field goal, just because knowing what they need to do, right? It seems like, again, they can get in this range a lot of times, right? And terrible that wasn't a first down, right? It was right there to get it. But it's when they're in these positions that, again, this defense really locks up with Fort Worth, and they make it very difficult to get it done from there.
It's that bitter divisional rivalry, which kind of gets us. It's I don't want to say it's just that they're playing in front of two Hall of Famers and they have to put their absolute best performance on, but there's always choppy waters when it comes to divisional games. I mean, I'm sure you all are aware in your own divisions. Speaking of your own divisions, who would you all say is currently your biggest divisional rivals? Because we've got a divisional matchup here. There's no reason not to bring y'all into this as well.
Tallahassee.
Or not. So Tallahassee, that one I can 1,000% agree on, since y'all have met so many times in the postseason before the divisions.
Frank always gives us a good run.
Oh
Yeah, Frank is definitely a good coach there.
Yeah.
The team I'm always afraid of going up against, no matter what their record is.
Now, Ron, before we let you go, any shout-outs you want to give? We appreciate you being here on this monumental, epic, historic event of us having this community cast here on this Monday special, night special here on Twitch. And Ike McBride almost scoring there. Anything you want to share with the audience and everything else before we move on?
I'd like to give a shout out to Ashley Jackson. I'm very sorry. I was supposed to be on her this morning. I missed it. That's the first thing. And then the second thing is the SFL League. Just a shout out to everybody that's out there.
We appreciate it, Ron. Thank you for blessing us today with your presence. You're a Hall of Fame quarterback, we know. And again, all the recognition you give to Mighty, you also need to recognize yourself, because I think you've been such a phenomenal staple of that offense that they know whoever's coaching, they have a great leader behind there throwing the ball for them. So thank you again for joining us this evening. We definitely appreciate it.
Okay, thank you very much. You guys have a great evening.
You too, Ron.
Lone Star going for 2 here to tie the game up. And they got it! Yes! Oh, boy.
Huge play right
we have
there.
got a game going on.
And I'm telling you, Ray, I'm going to say it's because you're here. It's because we just had a whole bunch of Hall of Famers here tonight, including yourself, and Dave Access, having a diva game, just playing lights out and giving Lone Star an opportunity, while Greg Soto right now is dealing with the cramp situation. So huge play by Dave Axel there to give the team, and we're tied up in the Southwest Division, man, or Tex-Mex Division, or whatever you want to call it, the Quesadilla Capitals. I mean, whatever it is, it's been a great game thus far, and it's been really exciting.
The question is, which flavor is going to reign supreme when the night's over? And at this point, I don't know, because Fort Worth's defense has really put it to Lone Star, but Lone Star just won't give the ball up. Except for those 2 moments in the first half, this has been an astounding game. I'm having the time of my life here on the CommunityCast. It's just, I want to thank everyone real quick for being with us and having a good time with us. I hope it's a good time for everyone else as well. But yeah, this is a classic already. I can feel in my bones.
Yeah, this is always great when you get to see these things as well. And to have all the Hall of Famers we've been able to see tonight. We'll have more lined up as well. I know one is coming up shortly that I'm very excited to speak to. But it's been a very memorial night with the uniforms, with everything else. So it's been amazing. And then again, Monday night special on Twitch, right? We got the CommunityCast, and it's been amazing having a blast with you here too, Ray, and seeing Dorian running around too. We've had 2 sightings so far. We'll see if we can get a third and a fourth for everybody that's waiting. But we're talking to another Hall of Famer who just joined us, and while Cam's getting all that together, we'll see. But Deezer Powell, man, the OG, original came from New Orleans and came in, and they just made a big play over there in Fort Worth. How you doing, Deezer? How's everything with you?
What's going on, guys? We got a close game here.
We do, man, and another future Hall of Famer, Deezer Powell, man, an OG in this game, currently playing with Queen City now. And it's like you came in and look at that. Stephen Hacker was like, man, I felt the presence of a future Hall of Famer, and he had a show out for you. So it's huge. How you feeling tonight, Deezer?
Good, yeah. I got the Queen City green lights on, too.
I see that, man. I thought you were going to start hulking out or something. Yeah, I thought it was the Hulk. I thought you were going Incredibly Green Hulk go on right now, I'm going to tell you, green is probably me and Ray's favorite color right now. Definitely, not going to lie.
Again, I don't know which way I'm supposed to point, but there you go, right there. I got my beautiful green jersey back there. Deezer, got to hit you with it. I've been asking everyone. I'm gonna go over you, Nelson. Tex-Mex.
Yeah,
what's
go
your
ahead.
top food? Lay it on me. Give me your best food. What is it?
I'm from San Diego, so I don't really mess with Tex-Mex, but as for just Mexican food.
Oh, goodness. Well, just
just
straight
Mexican
up
food,
Mexican food.
Yeah, what's your favorite Mexican? So,
is...
favorite Mexican food. What do you go to? What is your staple? And I lived in Los Angeles for a long time,
nice.
You can name some stuff, and I'll probably know. But go ahead. What is your favorite?
Listen, carne asada tacos. Then.
Carne asada tacos. All right. Hey, you're the first one to say tacos, surprisingly, tonight. So. Now, Deezer, who are you? What are you thinking about this game so far? Sorry, Ray. Just wanted to get Deezer's ideas of this game.
For Queen City, we need Fort Worth to pull this one off.
Okay, so we're going for Fort Worth tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they probably don't like me too much right now because we had that game against them earlier where with 0 seconds left, we had the walk-off touchdown.
Again, that's the beauty of the SFL, though. That's every possible football thing under the sun can, and should happen.
Yeah, it's huge, and we got Emily Rose about to kick the field goal. It looks like to try to get them up on this Lone Star Glory here at home, and it went in. So now we got a 3-score game, and again, Lone Star can come back and do exactly what they did, but the Toros trying to get away.
I mean, I think it's going to keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's going to keep us in suspense all night long until the very last second when I think it's done, and then something absolutely insane that no one's ever going to believe, and the video feed's going to be lost forever. No one will actually believe that this happened. So very excited for the slap ending, quote unquote, to our game tonight. But yeah, a lot of our teams are sitting at Queen City right now. Is your record? Are you one of the trillion 5-4 teams?
I think we're 4 and 5.
Are you on the other side? There we go. Yeah, it's there's a whole bunch of us that are.
Yeah, we're gonna need the Lone Star. The way to lose here.
They're waiting for. That's well, especially for us, because a win puts them heartily in lead of the division. But again, if they do it, they've deserved it. They've taken command, as it were.
Taking command. Again, there we go.
Ham. Sorry, had to get one in. Oh no, I left my ham hat at work. Oh man.
I know, if only you could just type in that message and it just pop up on the screen. But Deezer, you've been around for a long time, man. I mean, you have been going. What is the history that you have with the league? Like, what are the teams that you play with? I know one of them because you and I played at one point in time when I first came in this league. But kind of walk us through your history. Nobody got a chance to really know Deezer like that. So this is a great opportunity for you to kind of share the Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer, to be Deezer Powell.
Yeah, I think this is my 10th season. When I joined the league, I was. Sorry, interruptions.
You're all right. No worries. Hey, man, this is what the CommunityCast is all about.
Anyways, it's my 10th season. When I joined the league, I was only 19, and now I'm 23 years old. So that's cool. I'm an old vet now. I joined and I got a spell with the OKC Renegades. Coach Irvine signed me. I played with the legend Tiberius Bovine.
Team.
And actually, I just passed Tiberius on the all-time touchdown reception leaderboard here recently.
Only fitting.
That's pretty
only
crazy.
Fitting. Yeah, that's only fitting right there. It sounds like something destined to be.
Yeah, and then in my 4th season, I joined the Pharaohs. I played there for 3 seasons. And I think this is my 4th season with Queen City. And
we got a challenge going on real quick, just to mention. They said it's a fumble originally, and Lone Star is challenging that they had possession before. I know I'm a little behind, but here we go.
Now let's hope that Dave Axis doesn't get a technical or something here, man. I know he's probably like, nah, this is good. It's not enough. Oh man, didn't give it to Lone Star there. We'll see how this plays in effect later on in the game. We still have some ways to go before the end of the game, so that's huge. But Deezer, go ahead. As you were saying, we're sorry. So you were playing with New Orleans, which is where I've met you, right? I mean,
I was there for 3 seasons.
Player. Yeah, I was a non-contracted player, and I was there with you in the final season before that got sold to be the Louisiana Revolution.
It's crazy. I think earlier this season there was a game between Arizona and Louisiana, and they were both wearing their throwbacks, and it was the Pharaohs versus the Renegades on the jerseys, which are both my former. It was weird seeing it, because they don't even exist anymore. And then there was both my former teams playing each other.
So who do you root for in that situation?
I don't know.
I guess I would go with Oklahoma City. Oh my goodness, another fumble. This game does not stop. Oh, actually, folks, I'm sorry to inform you. I didn't leave the hat at work. My beautiful wife found it. But that was absolutely a fumble. Lone Star looks like they've got the ball back. But as far as I'm concerned, if I saw 2 of my former teams playing, it's whichever the first team I signed with, I think is the one I'm rooting for. So
actually,
apologies to any future teams I might play for.
First game I ever watched, it was it's how I got in the league. I just saw a stream, and it was the championship game, Mexico City versus someone I don't remember. And there was this guy Bentley just trucking everyone every play. And I was like, how do I get in this league?
Disgusting.
In week 1, I was in the league. Next season.
Look at that,
Well,
Ray.
I'm
Inspiring
terribly
others to
sorry.
be. You're
Yeah, but
inspiring
look at
others,
me
man.
now, because that's you're telling a story where you see this guy do all this trucking and everything, and then here's a picture of him looking a fool as the quarters change and we got a 3-point game here in Lone Star. But no, it does mean a lot to me. A lot of people have actually told me that they had seen that game and joined up because of it, and it's it really is touching. It's not to dwell on it too much, but it means a lot, and I'm glad that we could bring so many amazing people into the fold, through that game and many others that they've seen. And by the way, we're in the fourth quarter now, and things are looking good for Lone Star. But
Lone Star starting to pick up pace and everything else. And we'll see right here, right? The penalty, I mean, again, it was going to be a full first down anyways. But again, the Toros got to tighten it up right now, man. This is not a time for them to kind of buckle. You have a 3-point lead. Defense has been playing phenomenal, right? Like, I mean, in the red zone, they were stopping a lot of plays. And the reason why they're at 24 is Adam Leach, man, just coming through and getting these 2 kick sixes really made that difference in this game. But we'll see where Lone Star is able to go. We have been able to see them get in between the 30 and getting into like that red zone, early red zone 20s and 15. It's again where we start seeing them kind of choke up. So we'll see how this continues going down the road.
Look at that yardage, though. We've got 500 total yards between the two quarterbacks, but 350 of them in Lone Star. But because of those interceptions and the one fumble 6, it's just a much closer game than the stats would belie at this point.
Yeah, definitely. Now, Deezer, you got some milestone that you're going to be soon hoping to hit here shortly, right? Hopefully soon, right? Only 21 yards away. But what is that milestone to share with all the audience tonight so they can understand why I call you a future Hall of Famer?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like I've been in the league that long, but I guess it has been. I mean, like 5 years now. So
do this when I'm around.
You could have had your own story.
Wait.
Let's hear what Lone Stars are doing. It's all good. Boom. Huge play. We called it, Ray, man. That's all they've been doing all day. Is getting down there in positions. And again, with it being only 3-score game, I'm going to be honest with you. Lone Star can tie it up here if they don't find success. But really huge play there. Again, going downfield on this defense.
Yeah, give me the baby. He's an MVP. Oh, he's in his football uniform. This is my hideous son, Dorian. He's also MVP, as you can see on his uniform here. He's having a great time coming to watch the game with me every now and again tonight. He totally understands what's going on, completely has control of it. But getting back to your accomplishment, you're 10,000 yards? How many?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
10,000 yards.
That's amazing. That's, again, 10 seasons. Is that, 1,000 yards a season? That's nothing to shake your fist at. I say this as someone that has not hit 1,000 yards a season in a while, A, but B, who didn't hit it his first season either. So that's amazing. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely getting tougher in the SFL.
I think I'm the only one that's missing out glasses right now. I should someone text my wife and be like, bring me down my shades too, so I can have glasses on, man. Instead of mine is needed to see.
It is 9:30 at night, no sun out, and it's absolutely necessary because this is where all the cool kids are. And you're not cool, Dorian, but everyone else totally cool.
No, definitely. I'm about to tell her right now. You think I'm playing? Yes.
Do it. Get them.
Glasses. Sunglasses. Boom. We're gonna see here if my wife is able to.
Here we go. We got Lone Star getting down there too.
getting down there. Diesel, though, that is a huge thing, man. Like I said, I think, very excited when you hit that 10,000 mark, man. I have definitely, have all the utmost respect for you, man. We were teammates at one time, so I've always told you, man, hey, I am in your corner, whether, I watch you in Queen City for your success and everything like that, man. I definitely do appreciate it. Before we let you go, though, is there anything you want to share with, the guests this evening? You are on a monumental event tonight with the first actual Monday night special with the CommunityCast. So the floor is yours, Deezer, while Lone Star is celebrating their touchdown and getting their lead so far on Fort Worth.
Yeah, just shout out to all my current teammates, former teammates, including you. Coaches, BJ Lovelace has had just an amazing season for us this year, so shout out to him specifically. And thanks guys for having me.
Absolutely.
I appreciate these, man. We will be rooting for you, man, when you get that 10K, man, for real. All right, but thanks for joining us this evening.
Thank you.
So Ray, man, it's just been highlights of Hall of Famers this evening, man. It's been huge. And a block. Oh my goodness.
And a blocked extra point. This game has had everything.
Everything. Even almost broke his back right there.
This is the game. This is the game to tune into this season. I know I've missed some other games that might have been way crazier, but this is just, it's doing it for me. It's got thrills. It's got chills. It has had several spills. It's a classic SFL. It's, 5 bags of popcorn, 5 out of 5 bags right now is what my rating for this game is.
Yeah, that's a great rating from a Hall of Famer. And you know what? Today isn't a typical SFL game either, because tonight it's Monday Night Special on Twitch with the CommunityCast edition. And hopefully everybody's enjoying themselves, right? We're watching in a wonderful game together, watching Fort Worth really, really having a defensive battle here. But you know what? Lone Star saying not in my house, right? Having a huge score and taking up by 3. And now we're going to see what Fort Worth's able to do. I think, again, I haven't really seen their offense really be as how do I put this, efficient as Fort Worth has been, but we have seen them put on points. So very curious to see with only almost 7 minutes, right, to go, where they decide to go from here.
Well, they've had bursts of just extreme efficiency, and then other times they just go 3 and out. Like that was questionable at best, but it was a great play by the Lone Star defense right there. So, we've got now another very big 3rd down, and who invited this guy?
Don't spoil the surprise yet, all right? He has yet to be on the screen, and when they do, then you can go ahead and have that. But before we have, there we go. Chris is now on the screen. We are now welcoming over Vancouver's wide receiver and one of the infamous announcers that we have here in this league, Chris Curtis. Chris, how you doing this evening?
Doing all right. I like infamous. That's pretty good. And there's one reason why I was invited on this, and it's definitely Skippy. She'll be on here in a little while. She pops in when we least expect her. So that'll be a good time. But yeah, absolutely fantastic game so far. It's been fun to watch, and it's been a really entertaining cast so far with you guys and everybody else been here.
Yeah, I really like this. Me and Ray kind of really talked about it before, how we would go about it. And I told him I'm a guy that goes with the vibes and stuff like that. So it's just been a lot of fun to kind of watch what's happening on the screen, but also hear some of the amazing topics like your favorite Tex-Mex. Go ahead, Chris Curtis. What is your favorite Mexican dish? We've already asked everybody else, and when Skippy gets on there as well, we'll ask her too. But what is your go-to meal?
Go-to Tex-Mex. Well, actually, so last convention, I don't have a ton of experience with Tex-Mex food, but brisket tacos are. Yep. Yep. That's Skippy, by the way. So yeah.
Hi, Skippy.
What's up?
she can't quite get into the camera. I've got a really large green screen, really big head and a large green screen behind us. So there you go. That might help. Either way, yeah, brisket tacos. We had them at the just before we took off out of Houston from the last convention, and both of us absolutely fell in love with them. And so yeah, that's our pick. Yeah.
All right, I'm not gonna be mad. Where did you get the brisket tacos from, if you don't mind me asking?
Fuzzy's Tacos.
Fuzzy's, yeah. So it was definitely a fast food place.
Fuzzy's
It was still
Tacos.
really good. It was still really good. And the table that we sat at had captions on it, and the caption that we sat at said "Eat me." So there's that.
Oh.
Did you attempt to eat the table? I have to ask.
I may have. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, because I was ready with a why not to follow that up, but now I'm dumbfounded with what to say.
If you watch Willy Wonka, everything's edible. That's what he said.
There you go.
He says everything's edible, and that includes the table as well. So I'm gonna tell you,
I've gotten into a lot of trouble doing that.
If you try
So you
hard
have.
enough, everything's edible.
Don't tempt me.
even
Speaking
myself,
of
but that'll be
again-
cannibalism.
Yikes!
Don't
Yikes!
tempt me.
So, I don't know if you guys saw, but as we were discussing delicious brisket tacos, Lone Star picked the ball off. They've got possession again with
They
the
do.
lead, and under half of the final quarter left. So this is really turning the heat up.
It
Getting
is.
hot.
Lone Star has a chance to cut down the clock a little bit and give Fort Worth a run for their money here, and it's that Lone Star offense has been pretty good the second half.
Yeah, they have. We've
It's-
seen that it's honestly the red zone has been their opportunity, but I mean they seem to have gotten it down packed now, and it's really dangerous for Fort Worth to let them have the ball this early in the game.
Early? Do you mean late? I'm so confused.
Sorry. Late in the game, but early in the quarter, I feel like, right? But you know,
That's
I guess
it's okay.
Yeah,
We'll get our heads on right once we're done. But
Once the game ends, right? That's usually how it goes.
yes, of course. Now there are children watching, so I wouldn't want to expose them to any of that. I've already put this hat on, and you're here, so it's.
and we changed glasses too. If you notice, Curtis has regular glasses. I have my regular glasses. And you switched to your regular glasses. You had the shades
As
on
I-
earlier.
Wait a second.
I can go back and forth this whole time. So,
I'm
see,
still
thank
waiting
you.
for my
See,
I'm
glasses.
throwing
that's-
your reverse card on you, Ray. Have you seen this
We got
game?
50% going on now. We got two regulars, one sunglasses.
There you go.
There we go.
Yep.
I'm waiting to see if I can get my
All right.
sunglasses. I texted my wife and she was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "I need my sunglasses."
I wear sunglasses at night.
I thought you were doing a broadcast. I am.
Yeah, I am, and I want to wear sunglasses.
I got a bright future. I need to dim that down a little bit.
You have a bright everything.
Okay, fair.
Shots fired.
Man.
Somebody slapped her. Just because of the Oscars,
This is-
right?
That's what I was
Oscars.
gonna say. I know where the slab's happening tonight.
This is every day. It's
Just
great.
blink twice. Blink twice if you're
Well-
in danger.
What a sack there! Oh my gosh.
Wow, huge
There you
sack
go.
there, man. I'm telling you, man. Fort Worth is not making it easy on this game. And again, it's probably because we have two Hall of Famers on here tonight. With this game being called, they got to show out. A huge stop there by Fort Worth.
Straight up though, this rivalry
It's-
always is always entertaining. They were entertaining last year. I ended up calling that game and was very happy to do it. And it was a fun one. And every time they play, it seems they're down to a single possession.
Well,
It's
speaking of
just
singles,
that X-Mex magic.
and speaking of singles and some of the things, there's a question that's asked: is there wedding bells in your future?
No.
They said that there was some ding-a-ling-lings in the background, and no pun intended on that one. But is there some wedding bells
Wait,
in
there
your
are
future?
dinglings in the
So
background?
we're gonna
Okay.
have some words
There's
with
no
Cam.
dinglings yet.
No dinglings yet. And Cam, I want to speak to you after class.
Cameron? I got a bone to pick with you.
Thank you, my love.
Uh-oh. Someone's in trouble.
Someone's been in trouble for about 4 days for the same reason.
Shout out to my wife. Shout out to my wife for coming through and bringing in the shade.
Nice.
There we go. Now.
Nice.
We
List
can
them
all
out. My wife making sure that her husband has eaten. Thank you, my wonderful wife. I love you. Shout out to all the
shout out
SFL
to the wives.
Yeah, shout out to the
This is
SFL partners out there who make this possible.
SFL wives and significant others for sure. They're
Exactly.
definitely a special breed.
CommunityCast with an emphasis on the Medal of Honor and partners everywhere. So thank you, our better halves, for being those words 1,000%. But we have got now it is a 6-point game between Fort Worth and Lone Star, and we are getting close to the 2-minute warning, folks.
We are now. No, it's good for
getting hairy.
Good for Fort Worth. They were able to hold Lone Star to a field goal there. Now they need a touchdown. So at least they kept it to a single possession, and so they can try to get down the field. So interesting to see where Reno goes with this.
Unfortunately for Fort Worth, their offense is on the field instead of their defense. They're
right.
Scoring touchdowns
defensively.
Oh no! But you're ahead of me.
A little ahead of me too.
A little bit. Yep.
Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, I disconnected from
That's
Parsec.
okay. It was a
this is what we talked
worthy
about,
moment.
right? Ray might be onto something, right? We kind of talked about it. The offensive side has not done the key things it needs to do to keep them, to keep that momentum going. And now it's going back to Lone Star, who just scored and now has an opportunity to again widen this lead even more. So it's crazy to see how this game is going. It's very exciting. 2 minutes and 25 seconds.
Shout out to Nate Hall, his second pick of the game too. He's in the chat. Just made it effect.
Nice, and it looks like the who you got for this too. We didn't really talk about it. We're in the fourth quarter, but it looks like the league is saying that Lone Star is really the one that they are projecting to win. And right now, as it stands, the league is voting correctly on who may be winning this game. So we'll see how it ends. Still 2 minutes on the clock. And as we've seen so far in this game, everything has happened from pick sixes to fumble recoveries to everything under the sun. So we'll see what happens next.
Yeah, whole team showing out.
We had a blocked extra point too. It's been a heck of a game.
Good stuff. Timeout situation. Looks like everybody has both teams have all 3 timeouts. So that's that'll
Lone
work.
Star only has 2 actually.
You're
Lone
right.
Star lost one in their challenge earlier, which could be very important. But here goes Ike. This is gonna be a tough one to come back from. Fort Worth here.
Huge first down play there.
Unless they're able to engineer a takeaway here, I don't know if I can see them, trumping 9 more points, and it's not possible to score that in one go unless there's a strange rule of football nobody's ever told me about. So
touchdown and a safety.
Well, it's very possible, and they did just highlight Adam Leach, so who knows? He might be taking something back to the house. But if I was Lone Star, I'm running Ike into the ground. There's nothing else that I'm doing.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes, but it's what a game.
Yeah,
a huge stuff there. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ike is a beast for sure.
Ike is a beast, man. She has definitely been holding it down. And again, I would love to have seen Ike McBride really rip it on that last play, but it looks like, again, he got those yards that's needed. And like Ray said, just use her, run it down with her, run down this clock, and get this win.
I think Skippy just coined the phrase Ike McBeast.
Mm-hmm.
Can we use that?
I was going to say
Stamp it.
Altered Beast, I think I can officially grant that title myself. I've got a sword around here somewhere. So
I've got a sword around here somewhere.
It's not that sharp. It needs some work. But yeah, it's perfect for knighting, so we'll be good.
I like it.
So here we are, 3rd and 6. I know Curtis, you're a little ahead, so you might have seen
I won't spoil it.
Possible game-ending play.
Yeah, we'll see here, right? It's been 50-50, and if they throw on Adam Leach's side, man, watch out.
Yeah,
I
Adam
mean,
Leach,
as far as I'm concerned, that might be it. That was a first
he
and
plays
goal.
bottom of the formation, so if they
Yep.
go back that way.
We got victory here, or
Now we've seen a lot of TV moments today, and Chris, I want to ask you, what is the biggest TV moment you've seen in the SFL?
Biggest TV moment.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of game-ending Hail Marys that ended in victories for the team that got the Hail Mary. I think Sioux Falls had one back in season 9. If I'm not, no, it was Mexico City that had it against Sioux Falls, is what it was. If I'm not mistaken,
it was
Ray, you may
actually
remember that
the
one.
Vaqueros.
It was Vaqueros?
There was 35 points scored in the last 2 minutes. And
Yikes.
it's official. Lone Star has taken the division crown for the Tex-Mex division. They're now 6-4, while Fort Worth moves to 3-7 for
They get
season.
the golden brisket taco.
Congratulations to Lone Star.
Man, I wish I had a place over here that I can get a brisket taco right now. But you know what I was going to tell you when you guys were talking about that? There's a place in Texas called Buc-ee's. Okay, I don't know if you guys know it, but there's a place called Buc-ee's. Has everything with a beaver on it, and they have a really good beef brisket taco. So if you're ever in Texas and you didn't hit a mom and pop spot, you're on the road, you're like, I don't know if this gas station is safe, go to a Buc-ee's. They have everything under the sun that you can imagine, and they have a very, very delicious brisket taco for those who don't know.
What a way to end a Texas divisional game by advertising Buc-ee's, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, even though the stats give you a different score than 24-30, almost. No, it was 500 yards for the Glory. That's amazing. Without those turnovers, this would have been a bloodbath. But we ended up having just a thrilling game from start to finish. I've had such a great time. Nelson, Chris, everyone that's been on tonight, thank you so much for everything. And it looks like all of us predicting a 3-score game were wrong, and I will never admit to being wrong again. My wife's not here; she doesn't see it. So.
Yeah,
I think you're 2 for 3, so don't sell yourself short. You were all right tonight.
Yeah, I didn't put a prediction in, but definitely would have said
66%.
single score at some point with these two teams playing. It's never a blowout almost. So,
oh yeah,
they find a way to make it close.
It's
Well, again,
with that Tex-Mex
Chris,
division, they always get goofy.
Before this ends, I want to give you your time to kind of any shout outs you want to give before this game wraps up. The floor is yours.
I mean, first of all, Cam, for the invite. This has been a bit of fun for sure.
Thank you, Big Daddy Cam.
Oh man, he's never gonna live that one down. Also, I am extending an invitation that if we do ever get married, Cam has to officiate the wedding.
Ooh, you hear that, Cam?
As is only fair.
He's searching right now on Google.
I did not run
He's like,
this
how do
by,
I get a license?
did not run this by Skippy before I said that. So we'll keep that off air. That being said, everybody in Queen City that I got my start with, huge shout out to those guys and getting me kind of acquainted with the ropes as far as being a player, and then everybody in Vancouver as well who welcomed. Oh, Jesus. Everybody in Vancouver, Andy and Percoco over there, and everybody who just openly welcomed me when I ended up changing teams. It's been a blast being a part of this from a player standpoint, broadcasting standpoint. I can't wait to see what's next.
Yeah, I can't wait neither. And thanks again, Chris. Thank you, Skippy, for jumping on here tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Monumental night on the Monday night special on Twitch, the CommunityCast edition. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. And again, thank you, Ray, again. You know, it was a pleasure being here with you tonight. It was awesome. We had a great game today. Shout out to LSG for winning the game there. I think I didn't get to see who was the winner of the game, but you got all LSG was winners tonight. So that was awesome. But thank you again for joining us. You have a wonderful evening.
You as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Have a great night. Go enjoy the rest of your night. It's we're getting close to the end. Playoffs are looming large, so we'll see how they go.
Look at the difference, 514 to 202 in total yardage for the Glory, 432 through the air, 82 on the ground. As I was saying, was muted just a bit ago, 9-0 Glory in the fourth, 7-0 Glory in the first, and they win 30 to 24 and deal Fort Worth their sixth straight loss in this series, take control of the South Division at 6-4. Ace Fennick, 46 of 59 for 432. Johnny Reno started the game 8 for 10, would finish 9 of 22 passing. So Reno really struggled in that second half. Sort of an opposite effect of what happened with San Diego. Ike McBride ran hard tonight, 17 carries, 83 yards, and 2 touchdowns. In the passing game, Lone Star spread it around. 10 for 83 for Adam Williams, 10 for 100 for Ziggy Ronick, 8 for 107 for Dave Axis. Soto finished with 6 for 45 and a touchdown in a partial game dealing with those cramps, but all the rest of the receivers stepped up. Ike McBride, 5 carries for 25 yards. And then Deuce Fennick also with 4 catches for 54 yards. Hacker led the way for the Toros, 5 catches for 72 yards. Defensively, Aiden Davis, 13 solo tackles, was great. Golden Dino, 9 solo tackles, a pass deflection, and fumble return touchdown. Adam Leach had the pick 6 to go along with 2 passes defended. Another interception and 6 tackles on the defensive side for Lone Star. They were led by Albert Begins, 6 solos. Bo Martin Jr.'s 5 solos. He also had a fumble recovery. What a ball game. Lone Star improves to 6-4. That concludes week 11. Your updated playoff picture will come out in a matter of moments. And tomorrow starts our big week of announcements. Find out when the convention is and where it is. More details to follow as the SFL enters into its 10th year of operation in June. For Ray Bentley, Nelson Lozano, all of our guests, Chris Curtis, Skippy, Ron Cochran, Deezer Powell, Gunny McGuire, Dion Hawkins, Tyler Falk on stats, along with Zach Haldorf, everybody a part of our crew tonight. I'm Cameron Irvine from the SFL Studios. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League and our final Monday night special of the season. We're putting out a poll to ask you what was your favorite Monday night special of the year. We can bring it back and mix it up next season once again. Lone Star 30, Fort Worth 24, your final. Everybody have a great night, everybody.